Why, hello there, this is VasserVimes and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. First off, I want to warn all watching that until I sort out what the fresh hell is going on with my upload speed, these videos might be coming out slightly slower. Yeah, I know. But meanwhile, I can't stop thinking about this game, which I feel has turned a corner with the mission to rescue and recruit Liara. I think it's really taken off. Anyway, I'd like to get around and check out some of my cuddly shipmates, see if they've got any input, and then maybe hit up Ferris? Novaria? We'll see. But first, let's talk to Joker.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
You sure you want that? I'm not sure why you wouldn't, but...
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
Ah, good point.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
That's 7 weeks? Wow. That's slow. How'd you get your nickname? Is this all stuff I've already heard from him?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going.
I already triggered this.
You want me? Top of my class in flight school? I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those were...
I'm sorry, Joker.
You mean... Okay. Even put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you.
I don't even think I said that the first time. So I messed up the...
shin bones.
The consistency of dialogue. Ship status report? Sure, why not?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I know, Joker. Bye.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Well, I hope this isn't the case with all of the people, that they've just got like a quick comment and then they don't have any more options. That would make me sad. Free XP. Yay. Oh, hello.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Why? I don't need more space racists. Ah.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
You mean that he died? It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault that he died. Good God, man.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
Amen.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Yes, you definitely are. Sounds to me, at least.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
I was just gonna ask whether that was the battle that I won. It's been a while since I chose that tragic backstory option. It's not that tragic. But that backstory option. Couldn't remember.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Cool. See ya.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Okie doke. Is there anyone else on this floor? I don't see anyone. I don't know why I'm back here. I always feel like the doors are being insubordinate by not opening instantly. What nerve they have. Here's Caden over here. Is he gonna shut me down again? Please say no.
Commander, do you have a minute?
Here we go. He's got stuff to say.
What's on your mind, Lieutenant?
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
That's pretty shrewd. Not gonna lie. I hear you. Don't worry about it. What do you expect me to do?
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
Ha.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, I think that's human nature. Cute way to look at it. I don't know. It's not cute or old-fashioned.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
What's with this tone of voice?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Or maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here.
I can respect that.
Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Yeah, it's okay.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Okay, there's the answer. Exposure to element 0 in the womb. What's element 0?
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals.
Is it 2063?
A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Or 2163. I don't remember what year it is. If it's 2063, I'm going to be waiting in 2063, being 73 years old, and wanting that to happen.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields.
There's a lot of info here.
It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
How to tech speak.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold.
That's how
I'm
it
not saying
goes.
they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Sounds pretty shady.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out.
Yeah, that's cute.
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
It's either time to talk or time to fuck.
And you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was
Aww.
from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful. But not stuck up about it.
I'd like to go to
Like
Turkey.
you, I guess. Ma'am.
That is highly inappropriate.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Is that allowed? Like, just to be anal retentive about it. Are subordinates allowed to tell their commanding officers that they're beautiful?
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
Oh, it's okay. I like all this character development background that they've programmed in.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down.
Good.
You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Literally, yes. Literally, I go to every single person who will talk to me and just exhaust all the conversation options. So the answer to that is yes.
Of course. But I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
Well, that's not true.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander.
What?
But, yeah, I'd like that.
What exactly is happening? I mean, I don't really want to flirt with Caden. I'm not interested. I forgot that there were romance options in this game. With all the fighting, it didn't seem important. Is there anyone else on this floor? Oh, Liara! I just met Liara. I assume she's not going to immediately start flirting with me, but you never know. I don't even know if I should... Well, let's give it a
Yes,
try.
Commander? Is there something you need?
No, still the same
I
options.
should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
You're dull, Dr. Chocolates. You're very dull. Hello.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Sure.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Yeah, she's awesome.
You're in
but
good
boring.
hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
You did, actually. You thanked me quite thoroughly.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Personal questions.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
No, it's fascinating. How dare you, Renegade Shepherd?
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
That's flattering, I suppose?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I do not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
She's such an awkward duck. I love it.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
No, I think you're a cutie.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people.
Oh, it's endearing,
Please,
so don't worry
just
about
pretend
it.
this conversation never happened.
I'm gonna remember it and cherish it. Shepard seems to keep wanting to talk about her mom. I suppose we could bring her up.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Maybe Saren... I don't know. Maybe he did something. I have no idea, to be honest.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My
Cool.
people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Do tell.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us.
Oh.
We still
Okay.
require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Oh my god, that's rad as heck. So they're canonically... Well, it's not really... Is it bisexual if they're monogendered? Pansexual. Anyway, that's really cool. I like that.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
So this answers my earlier question about male Asari. They simply do not exist. I wonder whether that's the case for the other ones, though.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do they use the word father? Oh, yeah, well, what if it was a female of a... I don't know, what if it was female?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Oh.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld.
Oh yeah, good point.
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
How cool is that, though? Because it's like a reversal of the typical, kind of analogous racial purity type thing. Like, well, choose an obvious example, Harry Potter. Pureblood is something to strive for, and on the other end of the spectrum, like, Muggleborns, Half-Bloods, whatever, are reviled by the purebloods. So it's like the opposite of that. That's really cool.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
It's gotta be kind of tragic. Yeah, how did they deal with that?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I mean, all very well to have that philosophical outlook, but how well will it work in the practical sense? Anyway, that was cool.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
It was cool speaking with you. Much more pleasant than that really awkward conversation with Caden. I think that's all for this floor, I believe. Let's check the last one. It really seems like this video might just be all talking to people. Hopefully that's okay. I mean, a big focus of this game is talking to people, as far as I've seen so far. Hello, Rex.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Fuck yeah, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core.
Do you know him?
I could tell as soon as I met him.
Oh,
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
calm down, Shepard.
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Maybe we can get info from this.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once.
Yeah.
We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet.
Do we know what was in it?
I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
This is what happens when you don't take advantage of your dialogue options, Aaron. You go bad.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Okay, so maybe this line of inquiry was a bust.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
Shit.
Every damn one.
Good thing you didn't sign on then. Okay, we already asked him about those.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll wait to equip people until we're actually on a mission. I think that would be more practical. But, hello Ashley. Are you gonna have more to say this time?
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
Cool. Tell me things.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
Are you
With all due
shitting me
respect,
right now?
Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You should go up and party with Presley. I don't like this at all. This development.
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I think our dealings with Saren have shown us that basically anyone that we think we can... I don't know where my line of thought is going here. Anyway, my point is, humans are not any more trustworthy than aliens. I don't really want to make an enemy out of her, but I do not care for this development at all.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
How do you get from relying on ourselves to mistreating our allies?
I don't mean we should mistreat them, Commander. I just think we should be prepared to go it without them. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Well, I don't know that they seem particularly noble anyway, but I think that's more to do with them being bureaucrats.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human.
But
It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
They're not comparable to dogs. Dogs aren't intelligent. They don't have a theory of mind.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
I can see where that comes from, then.
I never knew my family. Grew up an orphan on Earth. Anybody in your family I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. So why are you out here? Just trying to get away from Earth?
Yeah, space! Fuck yeah.
No. The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
That's gold breaking.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, cute.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Makapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
I remember for a while people were trying to convince everyone that the pejorative pussy came from pusillanimous. It was like, no, that's not what it means currently.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
Yeah, there's a lot of jargon here that, like, what's ZG? Did she say? I don't know.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
Makes sense.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, ma'am. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
Oh. Did I already ask her this? I didn't think I'd chosen this.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
Yeah, just suck it up.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Yeah, I won't make you do that.
I'm glad there won't be a problem.
Anything else you need, Commander?
Okay, so we exhausted that. I guess this is different.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Is this about her being a sorry, though? Or is this about her being related to her mom? She has a lot of prejudices, that's for sure.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it.
Why?
You want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
What the shit? No, don't do that.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
I'm really not impressed by that last comment. I don't think I really like Ashley anymore. Okay, bye.
Dismissed, Chief.
Yeah, that's not cute anymore. Ashley, I wanted to like you. You are a disappointment in many regards. So, okay, there is still Garrus and Tully to talk to, but it's been 30 minutes, so I'm going to stop here, pick up where I left off. Oh, before I go, I just want to give a special shout out to Zarkontal. I think I'm pronouncing that. I have no idea, to be honest, whether I'm pronouncing that correctly, but you know who you are. You've been particularly fantastic at giving me advice. It's like you're my own personal, subtle tour guide of the Milky Way. Anyway, you in particular, stay excellent, and everybody else as well.